Hello, we got one person here. That's good. That's probably Tina. Yep. Hey, honey. Yep. Hey, honey. Yep. Hey, it's honey. It's So, what'd you think of that? I don't know if you could hear the voices probably clearly. You might have to wear headphones to hear some of the voices that I heard because I was listening on headphones when I had them on. And when I was editing, that was pretty creepy. Did you hear anything, Andy? Hey, Alan, and hi, Bianca. So the one voice where the guy said I couldn't make out what he said after we visited the Chinese little mound, and then we started walking away. I could hear something, and all I could make out was something rich. I couldn't tell what it said, and I asked my friend John, and he said it sounded like they were saying ranch, and I'm like, well, it could have been ranch, rich. To me, it sounded like rich. Yeah, I heard a lot of wind, but uh, when I slowed down the video so that I could hear, different things in the wind and stuff like that. But man, the wind was crazy. I'd like to go back on a calm night. Hey, Tamara. And hey, guys, did y'all see Alan's uh, promo today? I watched that promo and I told Andy, I said, I'm quitting. I just can't be that good, so I'm just going to quit. He makes everybody just want to stop. He's really good. So that was a great promo today, for sure. And but hey, Kia Bell and Tamara, thanks for joining in. Did Gord get on? I couldn't tell. And yeah, Alan is way in his own league. It's just I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try. Yeah, Bianca, better go watch it. Put some headphones on and see if you hear what I picked out. Uh, yeah, he saw most of it. And he's here now. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm glad G's here too. Cool. Uh, Tamara said she had to run up into bed with Gord. Uh, my son Daniel said nope, he wouldn't go in that cemetery at night. I went in there once by myself, and but I didn't hear anything, and there wasn't much wind that night. The one thing I did hear when I walked through the one night. This was, I think, back in September. I walked through, no wind at all, and I did hear footsteps, and that was kind of crazy. So the only weird thing I heard a knock, and I know it wasn't metal, like we'd heard the metal going back and forth, and then so I don't know where the knock was. Alan, I don't think he tripped on anything. So yeah, Gord says Andy didn't run from pennies from Vegas when they were crammed into the little car. That would have been scarier for me than the Boot Hill Cemetery. That is what makes YouTube great. Everybody's got their own style. That's right. So, uh, yeah, it's like the hot tub was open one night. I think that was wind too. Man, it was windy up in Gatlinburg. The wind is everywhere lately. Um, Anything else? Do you have any questions about anything on the video or upcoming videos? I know Alan has been working hard to get his up. And Alan, I don't know if I'm going to post the Silver Cafe or not. Are you going to do some of that? Hey, there's Keno. Hey, Keno. Good to see him join us. At the Silver Cafe, I ate a burger, and it was actually very good. It was trying to. It was like a. It was a jalapeno burger. It was actually pretty good. So, hope I don't miss anybody's comment. Tina, you'll have to tell me I missed somebody's comment. It was a ground beef steak on a bun. I don't eat hamburger, just ground beef steak. Hey, there's Keno Candy too. Thanks for joining in, guys. Appreciate it. So Tamara, y'all should have live streamed that tomorrow. You and Gord watching my video on the live stream, being scared. That would have been cool to see. The people when we were at the I'm trying to think the Overland Saloon. If you watch the other people, there was a family there that was staying at the Overland Saloon, and they were staying. Some of them were staying in room 10, which room 10 is said to have this like ghost or entity or something that comes in and kind of paralyzes you. I think that happened to Zach Bacon's on Ghost Adventures. And other people have reported just being paralyzed and not being able to move. So when we were there at the Overland Saloon, there was a young guy that slept in that bed, but I think he slept like a log. Nothing happened, so that's good. Gene, no, you don't need permission. I mean, it's an open cemetery, and so Alan and I we walked through during the day, just makes sure we're familiar with everything, and then later that night we went back to the cemetery and walked through, and it's in that main section, the section where all the guys that were murdered and committed suicide and that had the violent deaths. There's like a whole row down through there, so that makes it pretty easy just to walk through there. Let's see. Candy says she likes cemeteries. Yeah, they are cool. I mean, it's fun I enjoy touring them. And as long as you don't bring anything home. There was an old gentleman at the Overland Saloon. He was the grandpa of the family. Gee, let me get back to that. The good question. But the old man held up a boot with the key on it. He says you got to find the boot with the key on it to not carry any spirits home. Well, we didn't even know to look for that, so I'm hoping I don't find any spirits. And gee, I'll tell you what, I'm getting ready to do my taxes, so I don't know how many hotels. It's been a lot. I would say I don't know. I can't even guess. 50, maybe more. I don't know. Some comp, some not. Some cost a lot, some not. And one of my favorite places up in Beatty at the Stagecoach Saloon. That's a nice motel room. Do brothels count? I think the one thing about this whole COVID thing that Tina's happy about is all the brothels have been closed. So I've been out here, no brothels. So it is what it is. Yes, it's a lot of receipts for sure. So then the other thing is I bought it. I've got a travel franchise that I purchased called Cruise Planners. And of course, once I purchased, all the travel shut down. I haven't sold a single cruise yet. So I'm going to start working on that and trying to sell some cruises here soon. How do you claim brothels on your tax? I think we might have to ask Lamar Odom how he claimed those on his taxes. Yeah, that's a good one. Research. I mean, you got to have research on the areas you want people to visit, right? uh, hey, it's Big Green Jared. Do I like burgers? Yes. I used to not. Tina, my wife, loved burgers, cheeseburgers. So she made me eat a whole lot of hamburgers. So I do love. But I'm waiting one day for Big Green Jared to cook me up a big feast. Hey guys, if you go to Instagram, go follow Big Green Jared. But don't do it if you're hungry, because you're just gonna go to the store and buy every potato chip in the aisle just because you're starving. But anyway, he's got a great Instagram page and he cooks up some great food. John says he needs money for alcohol research. That's pretty funny, John. So, what is Andy saying about every meal, Tina? Every meal, Andy. What did Andy say that I missed? He's always saying he looks like ground steak for breakfast as well. Yes, I like if you're on keto, which I am sometimes. I usually call it Waltio because I cheat so much. But I like the ground beef because that's good fats. Chicken's too lean. If I eat chicken, I put a bunch of mayonnaise on it or something. But anyway, any other questions? Those are good questions about how many hotels. I don't know the answer. Too many. But I'll tell you what, once I finished my taxes, they moved it back to May 17th. So I was like, thank goodness, because now I have time to go through those receipts. Tonight I am at the Holiday Inn in Kingman. And this is a good story because I'd actually used the Caesars app on my phone and booked a room at the Harrah's in Laughlin, which is only 45 minutes away. So when I get there, they're like, you don't have a room here. And I was like, what do you mean I don't have room here? And I even wrote down the code, but they said, no, it doesn't match. Come to find out, my room was in Bally's. Now, maybe one of the ghosts booked that room in Bally's, but I know I didn't. And so I was like, well, just cancel it. So I stay at Holiday Inn Expresses a lot. So I just drove up here to Kingman and checked into the Holiday Inn Express because they have really good internet, and where I'm staying now, it's horrible internet. So I wanted to make sure. Yes, the plastic roll guy. He's in the trunk making reservations for me. Oh, there's Kim. There's Kim Tebby. Thanks for showing up. She's Big Green Jared's wife. So Toyota Ghost is messing with you. I know, exactly. I mean, there's no way. I mean, I remember booking the thing, writing down the code, and then mysteriously my email disappeared. I couldn't even pull the email up. That was very strange. So, hey guys, any other questions about the video, or let me tell you about my upcoming videos. Anybody want to hear about that? That's going to be coming soon. It's actually probably going to be scarier than what I just showed you. We only stayed probably 25, 30 minutes all total, just getting ready, and then touring 16, 17 minutes, and then leaving. It was too windy to stay out there, and it was getting kind of cold. The only reason it was wet was because there was a sprinkler system or something that had a leak in it, and that made it a little wet in that one area. I have probably 7 or 8 cowboy hats. So, do you have a favorite type of exploration, ghost towns or desert? Yeah, that's a great question, Gene. My favorite thing to do is ghost towns. I love ghost towns. It's just cool. I mean, and a lot of them are in the desert, so you knock out both things. But anyway, let me tell you about hey, Seeking Vegas Sunrise. Glad you showed up. I went after the next day after getting back from Pioche. I went up to a town called Two Guns, Arizona, and this video is going to come up soon. And Two Guns is a ghost town. It's a great story about this crazy guy that started a tourist attraction along the old Route 60. Actually, was the National Historic Trails Road, and he started this place. But his activity was kind of crazy in itself. But before that, in the 1800s, the Navajo and the Apache Indians were in a battle, and to escape from getting everyone killed, the Apache Indians went down into this cave. And it's a hole, let me tell you. So I went down into that cave, and I may have shown a little clip on Facebook or something. Kia Bell's been getting random emails. But anyway, so I went down into that cave, and you talking about a spooky place. There were 44 Apaches that died. So when the Apaches went down into the tunnel, or in the cave, the Navajos waited for them, and anytime somebody tried to escape, they would shoot them. And then, so they just hunkered down in that cave, all the Apaches did. And so the Navajo then started rolling logs on fire down this hole. They set them on fire, rolling down the hole, and it smoked them out, and it killed 44 Apache Indians. That's why they call it the Apache Death Cave. So I crawled down in there and went, man, there was a network down there. See people in neon. Yeah, yeah. Ghost towns are cool. Yeah, Key, I went down into the cave, and it's you have to go down in there, and then you almost have to crawl at some points, and it's kind of a little scary, but I did it, so it was cool, and it was scary. So neon cowboy hat, shirtless Chapstick. What's that? Is that the Australian dancers guys? Is that what you and it? Is Alan and Andy going to go see that? What's it called? That Alan, the Thunder Down Under? Yeah, that was a good ghost tour, but I'm going to go back and film the one. Tina says the tour we took in Gatlinburg was pretty cool, but um, I'm going to go this summer and just tell some tales about Gatlinburg. Chippendales. So maybe we should talk about why Walter has such an issue with blue cheese and olives. No, let's not. Walt, I think I told you this, but my parents' neighbor in Canada is from Chloride. Really? That is cool. Chloride, that's a neat town. I did a video a long time ago on that. I'm going to do another one because I didn't know what I was doing even worse than I do now. I barely know what I'm doing now. What are you more scared of ghosts or your ex-girlfriends? uh, I think all my ex-girlfriends are glad to get rid of me. So, right now, I'm not scared of them. What was that? It said, and my parents live almost in a ghost town. It has only 35 people. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But Chloride is neat. I'm gonna go back there pretty soon because it is a pretty cool place. And when I went, they weren't doing the gunfights because of the COVID and everything. So, any more or less of a believer after visiting cemetery? No, it's just like I have seen enough crazy stuff that I definitely believe there's paranormal stuff out there. I keep hearing things in my house tonight. It's like a low rumble. Never mind. It's snore. Can you get a room tour? Well, it's a nice room. It's a very nice room. Let me flip this around. It is a king suite. So, if you ever come to Kingman, Arizona, this is a pretty nice room. Got your table and little cough Keurig. I like to have Keurigs. It is a nice room. It's got pictures of the desert up here. Got a microwave, refrigerator. That's me. Short, fat, and squatty, all ass and no body. Remember that one. Short, fat, and squatty, all ass and no body. Nice. The Holiday Inns always give you this. These little shower gels and stuff. All right, so that's the room tour. Yeah, the walking stuff is pretty cool. So, I'm gonna sit And I'm gonna sit here in this chair now. Y'all want me to go in the hallway? What was that? Christopher. That's good, G. Kia Bell, where are you from? Yep, Jared's connect Georgia. All right, Georgia. One of my high school teammates played football at Georgia, and he was on the same team as Herschel Walker. And his name was Jimmy Harrell, one of the best athletes I've ever seen. As y'all, I coached basketball for 20 years. I don't know if people know that, but is Herschel your mom's friend's cousin? That's pretty awesome. That's my mom's friend's cousin. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Herschel's great. Man, I'll tell you what, he's one of the greatest athletes ever. And what was this? Poutine. Man, why y'all putting gravy on French fries? Is that what poutine is? What is that? What is it? Tell me what poutine is. Because I'm not eating it. What is poutine? Yes, gravy and cheese curds. So, oh no, I just can't do it. Gravy and cheese. No, that does not go together. No, that don't go together. Gravy and cheese, not no. Maybe some chili, on some cheese, but I ain't putting no gravy. That goes on a biscuit. Kim Tabby says it's perfection, so that it must be a Maine and Canada thing. I'd never even heard that till I saw Andy eating it on one of his videos. Beef style gravy. Like brown gravy? Don't that make the fries all soggy and stuff? I need to get out more. Okay, barbecue it. Barbecue sounds good. I'm losing my thing here. All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna get off here. I think. I'm gonna get off here. Thank y'all for stopping in. Unless anybody has any more questions about the video or anything like that. The shadow killer's like, guys, calm down with the gravy. Exactly. Yeah, it's great chatting with all of you all. And the best gravies at Hardee's or Carl's Jr. and biscuits. Thanks, Kia. Thanks, Tamara and Gord. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night, guys. And I'll be seeing you soon. And thanks, Alan. I thought Alan was gone. So Alan's here. guys, go over, like, and subscribe to Alan. You got a Good Times Productions on here. Subscribe to them. You got Vegas Best Ideas. You got a lot of good YouTubers. Am I missing some people? Who else? What other YouTubers? Keno Kid came on for a little bit. I don't see anybody else right now, but subscribe to them, and then you can subscribe to me out of mercy. But I have noticed Andy's videos have been getting a lot better. Not that they were, I mean, they were good, but man, he's really picked up his game a lot. So I've really watched him growing. Let's get Andy Goodspeed to 1,000 at a Good Times Productions. Andy and Simone. Of course, Simone just sleeps and looks good. So, Andy's the genius. And then Alan is, he's in a league by himself. But anyway, and then Tamara and Gord, I know they're dying to get back to do some stuff in Las Vegas. So we hope to see them back. And I appreciate all. The one thing I will say, this community of people like Tamara and Gord and Andy and Simone and Alan, and there's others that just couldn't get out tonight. YouTube is about community, because if you don't have that group of people to talk about ideas, steal stuff from, all that kind of stuff, then no one will grow. So since coming to Rocktoberfest, I know I've grown a lot because all the contacts I've made and all the good people that I've met. So G says, agreed, Walt. Thanks. And Alan's right. It's about building everyone else up. I mean, I appreciate everybody. So thanks for watching. Andy says he thanks for me for the support, and I thank him for his support. So thanks, guys. Y'all have a good night. Talk to you soon.